Hey all you rock stars, how's everyone doing? So I am on my way to do some blitzing with one of my distributors, and I've been thinking about a few things and that I wanted to just really get out there, so I thought why not make a video so it's so much easier so you all can see it. So a few things that I want to say is you guys are doing amazing. You guys are totally rocking it, and honestly guys, if you want this, don't wait for anyone else to get out there and do it for you. You have to get out there and do it for yourself. So if you're someone that's saying that you want, to get your goal done and reach to the top and reach for the stars, it's up to you at the end of the day to get out there and do it. You cannot blame your upline, you cannot blame your downline, your sideline, whoever. At the end of the day, your success comes from you and you only. I know the summertime could be a little tough and sometimes our business gets a little bit slow, but like any business, our business does have seasons, and the summertime sometimes can be slow. For a lot of you it wasn't. Some of you, your checks grew this summer, but it was really came down to, at the end of the day, what you put into this business and what the amount of time that you decided that you wanted to put in it, what you were going to sacrifice for your success. So for those people that did that, you saw results, and you were the ones that said yesterday that you had a pay raise. So congrats to you. For some of you that feel like you've been working your fanny off and just not really seeing the results that you think that you should, well, all you're really doing is you're planting the seeds and you're just waiting for that season for them to grow. And trust me, it will happen. If you're planting those seeds, you're getting out there, you're talking about your business, and you're being a product of the product. I could go on and on and on. But if you're doing those things and you're not seeing the results come as quickly as you'd like, trust me, hold on, your season is coming. So the only way you're gonna fail at this is if you quit. So if you give up on yourself, if you give up on your team, if you give up because somebody else on your team quit, well, guess what? You're never gonna have success. It wasn't easy for every person that you watch at the top of the top 100. There was things that every day isn't great. Every day I don't get loyal customers. Every day I've had a distributor that ignores me and signs up, and then I never hear from them again, and they go silent and don't answer any of my text messages or my Facebook, and then the next thing I know they unfriended me. Guess what? It happens to me too. Guess what? It happens to Kimmy Dempsey. Guess what? It happens to, Stephanie and Joel Dunn. It happens to everyone. But the difference between us and some people that just throw their hands up is I'm a fighter, and I am not willing to give up on my family and our dreams because somebody else was willing to give up on theirs. So I really want you to think about that. Another thing that I really wanted to talk to you all about today is if you're not on AutoShip. I have plenty of personal volume that I don't need to be on AutoShip, but I'm going to tell you this one thing. There has not been 1 month since I started this business 4 years ago. It was 4 years this month that I have not run an auto ship, and that includes my husband, who also is a double diamond on my team. We both have auto ships, and we could get away with just having the personal 150 BV, but at the end of the day, I'm not a salesperson. I'm sharing this product. So what I'm doing is I'm sharing my own personal testimonials, whether it's greens or whether it's the hair, skin, and nails, whatever it is. We use the products. You need to be a product of the product if you want to get out there and be successful. So I don't ever tell anybody that they shouldn't have an 80BV auto ship. No matter who you are, when you started this business, we all should be on an 80BV auto ship. Trust me. Kimmy Dempsey says, and it works law, and I absolutely truly agree with that. I never teach or tell my team that they shouldn't be on an auto ship, unless obviously there's those different circumstances where somebody that month is in dire need of not being able to run it. That I understand that, but if you are open for a business, you need to have product. You need to have inventory in your storefront. You are a business owner, so you need to treat this like a business if you want to get results like a business. So if you're not on an 80BV auto ship, you need to put it up, turn it on today. And I always tell everybody when you first start out, or even now, put 2 boxes of wraps. Put a box of wraps and a product that you're going to use, some greens or something. But when you put that box of wraps, or those facial wraps, that's holding yourself accountable that you need to get out there and wrap those 4 people or wrap those 8 people and make that money back. That's gonna push you to get out there and do it and get that wrap on as many people as you can. And trust me, the one who wraps the most is the one who's gonna win the most. So if you're not getting out and you're not making that personal connection with people and getting that wrap on as many people as you can, you're just not going to see your business grow as quickly. You know, a lot of us do some business online, and I think that's great and that's amazing, and I truly, like, I do a lot of my business online too, but at the end of the day, I think that it's very important for you to get out and make a personal connection each day. And I love that one new place, one new face. So get out there and make sure that you're handing out that Blitz card and making a connection with somebody every single day. Every single day. You know, maybe not all of you are in this business as, you know, as a full-time position. You know, you might have a job and you're just doing this for a little extra money. You decide what you want to put into this business, because that's what you'll get out of this business. So if you want to work your business 3 times a week, then that's great, go and do that. But make sure on those days that you've committed that you're going to work this business, that you're actually doing that. You know, you need to time block, and that's really important. You know, you need to time block for your family, for your business, for your self-development, whether it's, you know, going out and exercising or just having some downtime for yourself. That's important too, because again, if you're not filling yourself up, you can't fill others up. And my last one that I really wanted to talk about is that, you know, when you are, you know, trying and adding distributors to your team and you're trying to promote, I want you to keep this into your mind. And this is important, and this is something that stuck with me at my first dash that I went with to, and Pam Sutter said, those boxes that you are filling in is somebody's life. And I want you to really think about that. You know, when you're filling in that box and you're trying to get to diamond or you're trying to get to double, remember that that box is somebody's life. You know, that's not just 400 volume for you to get somewhere. The second that you realize in this business that the more people that you help get to where they want to be, the more successful you're going to be. So when you start turning this business around and stop focusing on just yourself, you will see your business grow. Trust me. When you're signing up distributors, the first thing you need to do, and this is one main thing that, you know, I maybe didn't do in the beginning because it was like, oh, I got a distributor, and then I get all down on myself because that distributor is signed up and then I don't see them or they don't do anything, and yeah, it still happens. But I really connect with that person and tell that person, I have a conversation with them. I want to know their why they're doing this. You know, you as their sponsor need to know why. You know, there's going to be days that you're going to have to maybe push them or be there, be their friend. You know, that's the other thing too is, you know, it's not just about you making business with this person. Make a personal connection with them. You know, talk to them, ask them about their family. How was your weekend? You know, let's go meet for a coffee, and not always talk business. Like talk your, you know, the kids or whatever it may be. You know, people need that too, and that's what's gonna hold your team together and keeping people together is having that personal connection with everyone. The other thing after their why is I always make sure that we discuss, if not, put a date on the calendar for a launch party. I say to them, you know what, within the next 7 days, just have a couple friends over. It's not anything big. We could do like a practice party, have some of your friends over, we can start introducing the business. If they're not willing to do that and they say, oh, I can't do that until five weeks from now, then I say, you know what, how about we just enroll you as a customer right now, and then when you're ready, we can upgrade you, because I need them to have that launch party. I need to go there. I need to help show them the symbolicity of it, because if most people that don't start the business off on the right foot in the first 30 days usually end up quitting before you know it. So I want you to keep that in mind. So if you are their sponsor, you need to help them do some sort of launch party. And yes, we have people that are signing up out of state. So there's so many ways of doing it. You can do those live wrap parties on YouTube. You can do FaceTime. You can do Skype. You can do so many different things. You can call it, you know, call in on the phone if you don't have any of those things, and be just on, you know, on, so they can hear you, and that way, you know, you can be on the phone and everyone at the party, even if it's 2 people. And I always get this, you know, people say, oh, well, I cancel my party because I only had 2 people coming. Don't ever cancel your party. I don't even cancel a party if nobody's coming, because that gives me time to talk with that distributor, and we get to hit up his or her hundreds list, and, you know, I tell her or him different ways of how to send a message, and, you know, just go over things like that. So don't ever cancel a launch party because you just don't know who that one person is. That one person that was coming to that party might have been the next rock star, presidential diamond, ambassador diamond on that person's team that could have changed their entire life and their entire team. So don't make sure, and that's even when it's not even a launch party. Even if I have somebody doing a regular party, I never cancel a party. So I want you to keep that in mind. So if you're bringing distributors into your business, make sure you're connecting with them and setting up that launch party. And the last thing that I want to talk about, because I know this video is super long and I'm really sorry about that. I just had so much I wanted to say, obviously. But my last thing is if you have one person on your team, and if you've already enrolled one distributor, you are now a leader. And I know you don't realize that, but you are. So you need to lead by example. If you want your team to get out there and do challenges or blitz or do these things, get on calls, stay connected, whatever it is, if you're not doing it, they're not doing it. So don't ask your team to do something that you're not willing to do. If you're on a challenge page right now and you added your team to it and you're not taking part in doing challenges, I suggest you start today, because I'm telling you right now, you have to lead by example. I have so many people say to me, how do I motivate my team? It's the biggest question I hear from everyone. And the only way you're going to motivate your team is getting out there and inspiring them. You need to get out there and work the trenches and do the same exact things that we tell them to do. And that is how you're going to find success, and that you're going to see that your team is going to follow the same thing with you. So, like I said, if you're not doing those things and you're just out telling your team things that they should be doing, start right now doing whatever you're going to tell your team to do. You need to be doing the same thing. It's really important, guys. And yes, you can't get on every single call, but if you're not getting on calls and staying connected, if you're not doing the challenges and you signed up for it, if you're not out blitzing, if you're not sending messages and you're just riding off your team, well, guess what? Your check is going to go down very quickly. So get out there, have some fun, make connections. One thing that I've been doing with a lot of my team is I've been making private calls, whether it's one person, 2, 3, and we're hitting up our hundreds list, even if it's on the phone. I'm going to do some team meetups where we hit up that hundreds list, and staying connected to your hundreds list is so important. So get with your team, go have some fun, meet at Panera Bread, get a coffee, have a play date, the kids can be involved in it too, and who knows, your kids could become lifetime long friends with each other. So get out there, have some fun, and remember, this is about friendship, fun, and freedom. So have fun. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see what happens in September for all of us. So have a great day, and I'm sorry for the very long video. Bye, guys.